Afternoon, everyone. So, what's going on with crypto at the moment? Fear has gripped the crypto market, the industry. The absolute bare words are: is the bull run over? Are we now going to see the bear run? Is Bitcoin hit its top and on its way down? Are we in for more pain? Are we in for more to the downside? Some of this is true, some of it's not. Do I think the bear market's here? Absolutely not. I think we might be hitting a little correction. You could technically call it a little bear market within the bull run, and we are in for a little bit more pain, because sometimes when the Bitcoin dips like this before, and looking at what's happened previously, it goes on for anything from 4 to 10 to 12 days. But this is just a correction. It's a healthy correction. I know you probably hear a lot of people say, yeah, you're up in correction. This is Bitcoin cycles. This is cryptocurrency for you. Well, it's not just cryptocurrency. It's actually markets. You know, obviously, you've got a lot of people out there that will tell you the good stuff. That yeah, Bitcoin's up. Bitcoin's hit 50,000. Bitcoin's hit 60. We're all trillionaires overnight. But let's imagine that we're serious. We're beginners that are serious about getting investing. We're not past the FOMO stage. We're past the stage where we just think we're going to get rich quick overnight, and we're pumping a load of money in, and crypto's the only way is up, and the rockets and the moons, blah blah blah, and all that fud and waffle. Let's imagine, for instance, we just want to be, realistic, genuine investors. We know markets don't just go up. They go up, they go down. Otherwise, how are we going to make our money? If everything was just going up, we'd all just be millionaires, because we'd look for an in. Wherever we put our money, everything just keeps going up. But obviously, that's not the way economics works. It's not the way trading works. It's not the way any sort of like investing works. In order for something to go up, it has to come down. Now, the best analogy I like to use is a game of snakes and ladders. Inevitably, the smart ones are going to win the game, but on the way there, you're going to hit some ladders, and we're going to do some pumps, but then we're also going to hit some snakes. Now, on our journey to the finish line, we have some small snakes, small corrections, and we have some big snakes, some big corrections. Now, as daft as this sounds, and as silly as the analogy is, it is a very sensible sort of way to look at it. Now, how we sort of come on our journey up there, I stress this importantly, is we want to play this game smarter. We're all in this to make money. So when we're investing and we see these all-time highs, we should be taking profits, at least on the way up, but if not at the top. For instance, if you look at any coin, any market, any chart, you don't just get an all-time high, no drop, next all-time high, no drop. You have a look at Bitcoin, for instance. I think or at least 2-3 of the last 4 all-time highs, as soon as it hits there, it's done a massive drop correction. So why wouldn't you sell at the top? You sort of look back at the charts, the trend, as everyone says, is your friend. And the trend is Bitcoin, it's all-time high, has a small correction, pumps back up again. It's all-time high, has a small correction, pumps back up again. And this is the same with some of the altcoins. For instance, we took Engine. I'm just going to pull some out of the area. Engine, Binance, and stuff like that. These were hitting all-time highs, and then as soon as they did, they were having massive corrections. I know Binance, BNB coin, it was bam up and then dropped literally within an hour or two. So it's important that we check this. We look at it. We hear all-time highs, and then we look to take profits. I wouldn't advise selling all your position in there, because obviously sometimes the coin does take a quick turn, and it's a risky game selling everything to buy back in. We've all been stung by that thought that we've seen something pump, hit a top, we've sold to come back in, and it's quickly shot up, never to come back to that price again. But imagine if you've sold at the top and you do miss that one, which is the odds are you missing it are very small. You can just put it into another coin. There's other coins that are going to hit an all-time high. So you've got that. I don't know, for instance, $100, $1,000, $100,000, or whatever it is profit you've taken. You take that profit at the top, your coin then doesn't drop back and it goes up, you've still got a position in there, so you're still making money. But then you look at your next in your portfolio, you're going to have coins that have hit highs and then dropped. You just then pump out the rest of your coins that are not doing so well. And it's a strategy that's worked well for me. It's a strategy that's worked well for most that I know. And yeah, I'd love to be like other YouTubers coming on here and saying, yeah, there's no problems, everything's good, everything's rosy, you know, we're just on the way up. But we're not. We're realistic. I mean, do you want someone that's going to show you like how to make money and how to literally, once you've made it, how to collect it? Or do you just want to see how much money I'm making, out there buying Lambos, going on yachts, doing whatever? I mean, each to their own. It's good for these people. It's good to show you that there is gains there and making money. But that doesn't make you money, does it? That doesn't tell you how to get in, where to get in, what coin to get in, how to take profits, how to do it. You know what I mean? How to do the legwork. It doesn't benefit you. For instance, you're new to crypto. You got $1,000. Where do you start? You look at a YouTuber and he told you he's made $1 million and he's just bought a Lambo. How does that tell you how to invest your $1,000? How does that tell you how well you're going to do? It doesn't. And I'm not taking anything away from these. There's a lot of good guys out there. I mean, I learn off some of these guys. And there's a lot of people with a lot of good information. But it tends to be the ones that are on Twitter. You know, you've got Plan B that talks a lot of sense. He's got a lot of information out there how these charts and stats work. He's a real one of the favourites of mine, real technical analysis guy. You've got, although it's as wacky as the name, Wario. Obviously the Mario fucking baddie, whatever it is, wherever you got that name from. But he does say, you know, you shouldn't FOMO into stuff. You should concentrate on the small coins, try and build them up, small amount of coins, try and build them up. Get in early on the early coins, try and invest all into one coin to double your money on a 2x, and then spread it out once you've got more capital to do it. And I'm a big fan of that. Obviously, if you're playing with a portfolio of 100,000, 200,000, you can afford to spread it out over 10, 15, 20 coins, whatever you want to do. But coming back to this crash and stuff like that, this is where it doesn't help you, because obviously, if you're trying to harvest profits off coins and you've spread your 1,000 that thin, you're not really going to be making the most gains, and you're not going to be on top of it and trying to look at 10, 15 charts. Whereas if you're trying to look at 2, 3, 4 charts and thinking, okay, I can see this is about the trend's gone down, I can see this is about to take a dip. This is assuming that you are doing your due diligence and your research and stuff like that, and not just putting your money into a coin and crossing your fingers. Because I don't want people that watch this or listen to me doing that. I mean, if you're unsure about the charts, or especially if you're putting in your family's money, your life savings and stuff, please, you message me, leave a comment below, and I'll look at the charts for you. We can have it where we do a chart quickly, and obviously none of this is financial advice, but I'll just literally tell you the factuals, and you can see for yourself how that chart's looking, because we don't want to leave this down to guesswork. My goal, and it should be your goal and my goal for you, is come September, October, maybe even the way we look at this chart that I'm going to show you, the Bitcoin rainbow chart in a second, when we talk about the bear market, suggest that this is going to run till September, October, maybe even, if we're lucky with the altcoins peaking in September, October, we get a run out till December. But in my opinion, we're looking at like August, September for this, before we hit, which we've not hit yet, the parabolic stage, where we blow off, we get the, as some of the boys on the YouTube like to call it, the face melting gains and all this. But what I want to do is, I want to like deliver what I struggled with when I was new to crypto, is siphoning through all the crap, siphoning through all the waffle. You know, I could sit here and tell you I'm invested in this coin, I see this doing well, blah blah, but it doesn't help you see why you should put that money in. I mean, there is some good ones out there. I mean, I think I'll give this guy a shout out, the Martini guy. He put on there how he would invest 1,000 in some of the little coins and done his actual portfolio thing. And looking back, But what he said, and we're probably talking now like a month and a half ago, 8 out of them 10 coins came exactly how he said it. Now that's kind of useful information. If we say, okay, I'm looking at in the dip, for instance, I'll throw this coin out there, ShopX, Spiffy. I was waiting for so long for a great entry, which was around about the 1.7, the 1.8, the 1.7, the $1.8 to that. But it was, if we look at the charts, the way that was going, which I can show you in a second, it was not going there. It was just pumping and pumping and pumping. But now, because of this correction, I had my buy order in at 1.79, and I was able to get in there. Now, this is what's useful to you. And this is what's useful about these corrections, because if we're doing our process management right, and we're not FOMOing into the top of these coins, and we're literally getting in where we should, taking profits on the way up. What I'm trying to say is, the crashes we look forward to, we see them as a fire sale. We see them as an opportunity to profits that we've taken on the way up. Now we can put back in when they're actually rock bottom and watch them grow again. Because obviously, it's like you say, it's like a heartbeat. It goes up and down, up and down. So if we're putting them back in because we've harvested at the top, or on the way up with dollars cost averaged our profit take, when we see a dip, we're excited. We're like, oh, we're not thinking, oh shit, my portfolio's gone to the crappers, blah, blah, which it will, obviously, but we know it's going to go back up, but it's going to go back up healthier because we're going to be able to buy in. So that being said, please, please, please don't see this as the end. It's not the crash. We might see a little correction, which is healthy. Normally these can last anything from 4 to 10 to, I think I looked at some charts earlier. One was like 17 days back in 2017. But it's not cause for alarm. It's just a healthy correction. And I'll quickly finish this off by saying, we say, and we read, and the YouTubers say, and the influencers say, and the papers, and the guys that do the technical analysis, we say, Bitcoin's going to all-time high. We've got this institutional money coming in. We've got all this pumping money in, blah, 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 which is true. It's great. It's putting Bitcoin at all new time highs. We've got the institutional money coming in. We've got the big whales, the big players pushing Bitcoin up. But let's imagine that some of us know about economics and some of us know about how this works. When institutions come in like this, they come in great with their big money, but they also come in with their dominance. They also come in with their own problems, and they also come in with their manipulation. And we're seeing this more and more and more with the erratic dumps and pumps and stuff like this, that if they're holding majority of these and they're coming in with their hundreds of millions and billions and stuff like this, and they're dumping or they're moving coins from exchanges and stuff like that, they can manipulate the market a lot more. So this is what, in my opinion, it's not financial advice, in my opinion only, this is what we're seeing. And being obviously an investor and a trader in the Forex in the previous times and stuff like this, we see it in them markets a hell of a lot. And this is what we're starting to see now in the crypto markets. They're evolving like the modern and sort of the conventional markets are. And it's not a bad thing. We just got to adapt and prepare for it, because with these low bear markets, we also get the higher pumps. You know, it's not just retail money doing like medium pumps and medium dumps. It's institutional money doing mega high blow off top pumps, where they go on runs for ages and we all make a shed ton of money. But they're also doing major dumps because they want to get out all the weekends. You've got all these people showing where their stop losses are at $52,000, $51,000, blah blah blah. I see it on YouTube all the time. They're £1 million trading, and I see the liquidation point at $53,000. And lo and behold, whoever's doing these markets, maybe China because of the time zone, whatever, they're dumping down. These candles are wicking straight down to like $50,000 and shooting back up, which is wiping billions, which is just wiping billions off. Now, obviously, exchanges, they hold a lot of value of the coin. So, for instance, they see when markets are trending, they see what's in the liquidation stage, they see what's trades are going high. Now, so do the markets, and that's why they just wipe it out. They just wick a candle down there, and then when it's that low, all that money's gone, and they just take it. and then the institutionals then buy it all back up at a discounted price, ready to do the next dump again. And this is the markets, this is economics. But where we want to be smart, me, you as an investor, whether you're new, old, young, whatever, to this market, we want to try and beat it. We want to make the most money, right? So this is how we do it. We have to be smart. We know we have to predict a correction coming. We have to be smart and know it's not always going to go up and up. We know there's going to be a correction. So let's, on this next one, put it to the test. Even if it's a coin you want to test on, put $100 in. Wait till it goes up, harvest it off, wait till, because there will be other corrections on the way up. That's as sure as eggs as eggs. Is it a crash? No, in summary. Is it the bear market? Small correction market. I wouldn't really call it a bear market, or a small bear market within the bull run. But it's not anything to be majorly worried about. You'll see Bitcoin come right down. I mean, it's bounced off 53, 700, 800 at the moment. Will it come down more? Possibly. It might come down, consolidate a little bit, and then it will rise up. We'll see a new all-time high soon. That's without a shadow of a doubt. So with that saying, and we'll move on to the second topic of today's rundown. Is it a bear market? No. And I'll tell you the reason why. And I'll show you the reason why. If we look at this Bitcoin rainbow price chart, when it was the last big bull run, look, in 2017, you see where Bitcoin was? It was all the way up in the red here. And this is where people seen them face melting gains. They've seen the big pump. And then obviously it started coming down, all the way down, and went into basically a fire sale stage. Now, where are we at the moment? Now, if you have a look here, we're literally about just above halfway. I'd say the hodl stage is halfway yellow, but if you have a look, we're just here. We're mid into, is this a bubble? You know, we're not even sure if this is the blow off, or if this is like the FOMO intensifies, sell, we're at the top. We could be dipping right back down into a hodl stage and then see another correction that goes all the way back up to there. But I mean, if you have a look at the dates on this, obviously this was the first of the first, beginning of the year, this is the end of the year. We've probably got, in my opinion, probably about another 5-6 months of this before we get to the top of the stage where we need to be sort of worrying. And then if you have a look, it doesn't shoot down straight away. If you have a look what happened here, I mean, it comes down gradually, and I mean, if you've been smart and took profits up here, I mean, we could get all the way down to here into this hodl stage and still be in the profits. Now, where would this take us? In my opinion, the hodl stage might be down here, which is which to me looks like it's another 12 months away. So yeah, I don't think we're in a crash like that we need to worry about. I don't think it's the end of Bitcoin. The bear market's here. People are FOMOing. That's why I wanted to make this video, to make sure that anyone that's following me or following what I do, I'm definitely not. The profits I've taken, I've been buying up. I've been buying up all the coins that I couldn't get in. Well, I could get in, but I didn't want to get in because I think they were overvalued and over leveraged. Now they've had a massive correction and come down to a price that I'm happy to buy in at. And to me, it was a good thing. I've seen this crash as a welcome, because yes, my portfolio is down with tens of thousands of pounds, but the money I'd made up, yes, it goes up 100% and it drops 70 and then goes up another 100%. I'm still 30% up. Then when it goes up another 100%, I'm 130% up. It drops 70%, I'm still 60% up. Do you get what I'm saying? It ladders in to the stage where I feel like we're in this red zone here, which this chart will show me, to the point where I'm thinking, yeah, this is where I need to start really thinking about really selling at the top, because I want to dollar cost average the profits out on the way up, not on the way down. On the way down, I want to be buying. So I want to be making my money on the way up, and this is what I would advise, not financial advice, but what I would do if I was someone, is take my money on the way up, get to the top, sell what I want to sell in that coin, and then buy all the way down. Buy the coins that I think are going to do well through the bear market, and buy on the way down. Dollar cost average in on the way down. So here I'll be making money, hopefully make the peak of my money. Here I'll be taking out all the profits I want for myself, taking it out into fiat or staking it, and then the money I want to reinvest, I'll be buying, like here on the hodl stage, probably will not buying too much, and then when it finally gets down here, this is where it's like, for instance, buying everything at a car boot sale rather than at Harrods, you know, and that's what I would advise everyone to do. But we'll do it on a journey together. We'll follow these charts, we'll follow these channels. I won't be posting anything on here, me buying all lavish stuff, cars, boats, yachts, or anything like that. I won't be boasting about my profits or anything like that. What I'll be doing is I'll be just trying to make money on the way up, trying to buy bargains on the way down, and hopefully sharing the experience with you so everyone could do it, because I want to be realistic. I'm not on here to influence you through smoke and mirrors and to try and bullshit your way through to say, oh yeah, you know, the price could go up. I mean, I see a lot of these people looking at charts and saying, if we get here, the price could go up, we'll go here. The price could go down, we'll go here. Well, no shit, Sherlock. We know the price could go up or down, but we want to know, what's the analysis? What's the probability? What percentage is it going to go up? What percentage is the chance of it going down? Give us a fighting chance to make some money off this. You know, don't just state the obvious, because I can do that myself, Jack. Do you know what I mean? So this is what we want to do on these channels. So with that said, I think we've waffled on enough about this. Hopefully you've found this pretty intuitive, that it's not anything to majorly panic over. It's not, in my opinion, anything that's going to wipe anyone out, because you're still going to have the same amount of value of coins. And when they go up higher, which I believe majority, if you've invested half, not even fully smart, half smart, majority of coins will go back up. Just hodl, have diamond hands, stay strong. There is a bit of pain, but as they say, the old bullshit saying goes, no pain, no gain. It's exactly how it is in crypto. So let's stay strong. Let's be a community that sticks together and hodls through the storm to come out the other side absolutely bathing in the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. But until the next video, have a great day, everyone. Keep safe, keep smart, try not to get wrecked, and